The Impulse Upper Replacement Grille is a great way to bring more lighting and a classic aggressive style to your 2012 to 2015 Tacoma. It's a simple part that can really transform the way your truck looks by way of the matte black coloring, the honeycomb design, and it gives this gen of Tacoma some of the off-road Baja styling that it needs to take your build to the next level. If you're looking for that extra something to make your Tacoma's front end stand out more, then the Impulse Grille is going to appeal to you. Featuring this open honeycomb pattern, it's going to give you more airflow into the radiator and the front end of the truck, and it's also reminiscent of something you might find on a trophy truck or a desert racer that's off pulling out jumps in Baja, California. The other big stylistic thing here are these 3 LED lights right at the top of the grille that add to that signature off-road look, and they integrate with your daytime running lights for seamless functionality. Now this is designed to be a bolt-in replacement for your stock grille as well. Heck, you even get some weather stripping right up here at the top. So you can just put this right on without having to modify the truck itself. And if you're going for that blacked out theme, then this is going to get you there too. It's going to look right at home on your truck because it is finished in this matte black right out of the box. Now, of course, this does remove the front Toyota emblem, but that just again opens up the front grille a little bit, giving you some additional airflow, so you get some function to go along with your form. Like I just mentioned too, this one in particular is finished in matte black, and as such, it should complement pretty much any paint color well, and it can also be painted if you so choose. And that is because of the way that this is constructed, because it's made from ABS plastic, so it's strong, lightweight, and durable. Now again, it does come finished right out of the box, but since it is ABS plastic, you do have the option to get this painted pretty easily if you want to do that. The LEDs are weather sealed against the elements, so they should have a nice long lifespan too. And this was designed using OEM CAD data from Toyota, so it should fit right in place of your stock grille just fine. Coming in at around $175, this is one of the most affordable replacement grilles on the market, and the inclusion of LED lighting means that there is no denying it's a good value. So if you like the look and you want some additional accent lighting for the front end, you really can't go wrong here. Installation gets a 2 out of 3 on our difficulty meter, and you should plan on spending around an hour getting this done. Now the grille itself, like I mentioned already, is just going to bolt right into place very easily. However, you do need to do up a little bit of wiring in order to get those LEDs working properly. However, you've got plugs on the back here, you've got plugs on the back of these, you really just need to run power and ground for them. It's nothing too complicated, and even if you've never messed around with wiring before, it's a very straightforward job. We're also going to walk you through the entire process right now, so for that, let's head on out to the shop.
For this install, you're going to need a ratchet, a socket extension, a 10mm socket, a clip removal tool, a Phillips head screwdriver, wire strippers, and optional is a fuse tab. Today we're going to be installing the grille on our Tacoma. Let's get into it. First, we're going to remove these 2 bolts right here, and for that I'm going to use a 10mm socket, a socket extension, and a ratchet. Then we're going to remove this clip and this clip over here with a clip removal tool. And then you can remove the grille. Once we've done that, we're going to take our 4 supplied screws and install these mounting brackets with a Phillips head screwdriver. Once you've installed this bracket on this side, you can complete the same process on the other side. Next, we're going to be preparing our wiring harness. So to do that, we're going to need a pair of wire strippers and crimpers. We're going to need a fuse tab, and we're going to need a circular crimp. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to strip these wires back just a little bit more with the wire stripper. Then once you've done that, we're going to go ahead and start crimping these 2 pieces to the harness. So the fuse tab is going to go to red, this crimp is going to go to black. Once we've done that, we're going to locate our fuse box because we're going to get our wiring harness set up. So to open the fuse box, there are 2 tabs down here. Just kind of pull up on those a little bit, press this big one in the back. Then we're going to set the top of the fuse box aside. Now, one thing you will take out of the top of the fuse box is this fuse removal tool, and then we'll just set this aside. So the fuse we're going to be tapping into is fuse number 18. Now for this demonstration, I'm going to be using a fuse tap. There's a bunch of different ways you can do this. You don't have to do it this way, but for this install, I will be tapping in fuse 18. So that's switch power, that's gonna come on when the car comes on, so the ambers on the grill will be on when you turn the car on. So right here, this 10 amp fuse is fuse number 18. So now that we have fuse number 18 taken out, we're gonna take our fuse tap, we're going to place it in this slot right here. Then after we've done that, we can go ahead and take our fuse tap and put it where fuse 10 was. So after we've done that, we're going to connect our negative lead to the negative part of the battery. To get this nut off, we're going to use a 10mm socket and a wrench. Now before I go ahead and do that, we can go ahead and put our fuse removal tool back in its spot. And one thing I would like to mention is when you put this back on, you do want to notch it on the side. Now for the purpose of this demonstration, we don't like to permanently modify our vehicles. I'm not going to put this back on. I'm not going to notch the side. So we're just going to take our 10mm socket and a ratchet, loosen this, and connect our terminal lead. Next, we're going to start routing our wiring harness. I'm going to go through this hole right here. Now that we've done that, we're going to go ahead and connect our wiring harness to the grill. So it's really easy. You just clip it in like so. You're going to look for the part of the connector where there's a part sticking up. Same thing with the clip, so it can clip in like that. You're going to want to do it for all 3 just like this. After that, we can go ahead and put our grill on. So on the top, we have 4 mounting points, one here, here, and here. These 2 are going to be bolts. These 2 are going to be clips. So to install these, I'm going to be using a 10mm socket and a ratchet. To be installing these, I'm just going to use my hands. And lastly, we can go ahead and grab the excess wire and tuck it in right here. Alrighty, that about wraps up this review and install of the Impulse Upper Replacement Grille with amber LED lights in matte black for a 2012 to 2015 Tacoma. Thanks for watching, and remember, for all things Tacoma, keep it right here at ExtremeTerrain.com.